Hello guys, PipeMonk here. I'm back. Sorry, been lost in my books since a few weeks. Had lots of work at my workplace. Been trying lots of tobaccos. So today, I just wanted to have a chat with you guys, and also wanted to thank all of you that I for all these subscriptions. I don't like to call people who actually subscribe to my channels as subscribers, because really we are in a very tight knit community, and I consider every one of you as my friends, even when we have not met yet personally. So before I go on to the points which I actually want to discuss with you guys today, just wanted to give a shout out to Peterson's Connoisseur's Choice. It's a really good tobacco. It's basically broken flakes, ribbon cut, broad cut leaf. It's got bright Virginias, black Cavendish, red Virginias in it. The taste is lots of rum, fruits, but it says tropical fruit, maple, vanilla, and rum. And frankly, I don't taste any maple or vanilla in it. But it's a very Danish style tobacco, not overpowering at all, very mild. Of course, the name actually suggests it's connoisseur's choice. It's a very refined aromatic, uh, a very nuanced blend which Petersons have created. Um, I always enjoy it in my concobs. Uh, sure, you might ask what I have been up to. So, I am now officially a university student. In my last videos, I told you guys about my plans to immigrate to Canada. Um, and I basically went to their website and saw if I was eligible already or not for immigrating, and it turned out that I was. What I was missing was a degree. As you all know, I've already shared with you that I was studying to be a doctor, but my father died. He passed away in 98, so I had to stop that, and I started working. I tried to do a college degree. I think it was a Bachelor of Commerce at that time, but it basically required lots of hard work and lots of dedication, and I was not able to put into it because of my work. So now I've started again. I've gotten admission into Bachelor of Business Administration degree, and it's not that difficult. I already know lots of things which they are going to teach us. I've been a project manager for 5.5 years. I've been working since the last 16 years. So, but yeah, of course, getting a degree helps in securing admission into things which you normally would not have access to. It basically is your eligibility correct criteria. What I do in my profession has nothing to do with a business degree. It's more of a creative work. It's more research, user-based design, user-based interactions. But anyways, moving on. Uh, I've been watching lots of videos from Father Francis, Holy Smoke and Pipe Padre, Matches 860, John's videos, and David's videos, Public Pipers. Just wanted to give you guys a shout out that the Cornell and Deal tour you posted, David, was awesome. Um, I didn't knew that Cornell and Deal did their packaging by hand, especially with the GLP's blends. So now I know who actually cuts my gaslight and packs them into the tins, which then goes worldwide. Here's my remaining piece of gaslight. Anyways, uh, just wanted to thank you, Public Piper, for making that happen. Uh, Matches has put up really good videos. in the last few weeks. Really liked the plum pudding one, and I liked the other videos. The ultimate smoke. It's a little older video, but I saw it day before. It was really um, impressive and good videos. I actually like the setting. Unfortunately, I live in India. I live in an apartment, and nighttime is the only peaceful time when I can shoot videos. It's really hard for me to actually shoot videos in the daytime because of the traffic. I live in the third floor, but my building is on the main road, and it's a really busy place in the mornings. But I really like that lots of friends uh, who are in the US and other countries have access to open grounds and woods and forest areas where they can actually sit down, relax, and actually have a peaceful chit chat with the friends online. I saw, I've been binging on videos from Father Francis, and in the last four of his videos, I noticed he's been talking about lots of people who've been intolerant of others because of their eating habits, because of their lifestyle. And I just wanted, that made me actually think that why are we doing it? Why have been we have become so intolerant of each other, so apathetic? I mean, we are always busy on our smartphones, talking to each other, messaging each other. But when it comes to, really communicating with each other, we actually fail in it. There's a reason I have not bought a smartphone. This is my phone, and it's basically I'm showing my middle finger to technology. I'm a technology guy, but I have still not bought a smartphone. I have this $20 cheap phone, works for me, has two SIMs in it, two phone numbers in it, has a data card, has a Bluetooth connection, has even a camera in it, and has a flashlight. I see people all around me, my workplace, on the roads, just being, controlled by their devices. Don't do that, people. It's a device which makes your life easier. It should not be a device which controls you. And because of that, we've become very introverted. Being an introvert is not a bad thing. What I'm saying is, we have become so careless about each other's feelings that we think it's really okay to say something bad to people online because there are no consequences to it, because we are anonymous. It does not give us a license to abuse other people. There's a difference between sharing your views, discussing it with friends, and then abusing them. That's not the good way to discuss anything. And I've also been guilty of posting bad things to people because I've been really frustrated at the stage our society has been gradually going to, that it actually has affected me a lot. I'm a nice person. I consider myself a nice person. But I feel because of all that social media interactions we have and everything is online that I have lost that tactfulness of talking to other people face to face. And I just noticed because of this social media hype and all these things, I've actually become angrier than I usually am. Being connected is fine. I mean, I like to talk to people whom I can't call. I like to stay in touch with my friends who are all over the globe. I can't afford to call them on a daily basis. So we chat online, but then we have trolls and we have abusive people who want to impose their own views on other human beings, and that's not good. That's a militant behavior. There's a way to put your things into perspective, and there's a way to put things to make your point in a discussion. Abusing someone will not make them uh, agree with your position, you know, like Father Francis videos. Uh, there are lots of, I don't want to blame the specific group, but there are lots of vegans, which I also know, who literally hate non vegans, who literally hate people who eat meat. Especially if you're a Christian, that's not the good way of being a Christian. If you're an atheist, that's not a good way of being an atheist. Atheism is not a religion. Atheism does not allow you, the movement, to abuse other people to make your point or to impose your thoughts on other people. There's a way to convince people. You should put your points up, and if they think you have made a good point, and if they are convinced that what you are saying is more factual, more scientifically correct, then of course morally correct, because we live in a society, then they will eventually convert to that movement, or they will eventually agree to your points and still be in their movement. I'm a Christian by birth. My mother is not a Christian, she is from the Sikh religion. But that does not mean that I have to impose my religious thoughts on her, or she has to impose her religious principles on me. And she's my mother. So after thinking a lot about these things, I think it's the general lack of empathy. Uh, we are very apathetic in this world, and that comes out as rudeness, that comes out as militant thinking, that comes out as radical behavior. It's the it's the thought that either you are with me or you're against me. That school of thought actually has made us um, become intolerant of each other, have made us angrier at the people who are not in our specific niche group. I have yet to see a pipe smoking person. I may be wrong, but I have yet to see a pipe smoker who wants to impose his pipe smoking on someone who doesn't smoke, or someone who smokes cigarettes, or someone who smokes pot, marijuana. I have yet to see that person. Um, what I have done I mean, of course, I have learned a lot about tobacco and pipes and different things, which goes into a blend, that I can now talk to some people and actually, try to convince them that please do not put the entire tobacco smoking people into one group, which is cigarettes. When you say tobacco, it just means cigarettes. When I say tobacco, it means cigars, it means snuff, it means pipe tobacco. It also means organic, natural tobacco, which is used in roll your own cigarettes. And then, of course, at the end, the manufactured cigarettes, which are not that good. They have lots of chemicals in it, synthetic nicotine in it. I was just reading an article. There are around 59 carcinogens in a typical cigarette these days, because they are not. I don't consider them real tobacco. It's just 10% tobacco, and everything else is filler, carcinogens, and all those things. And how do I know? I researched. I read lots of articles on it. So when people comments, "Oh, you smoke a cigarette," or "You're smoking a pipe," they don't know the difference between the two. This has shown. I mean, there are people online and offline also, uh, which are totally against people who even support pipe smoking or any other tobacco smoking for even 1%. That's not good. That's radical behavior. That's militant thought. It's not healthy for such a large global society we live in. Anyways, just wanted to, you know, get my view out on all these things happening, that people are actually calling each other idiots or stupid or other abusive names just because we are not from their school of thought. I've been on ketogenic diet since March, February. So I started in the last week of February. So um, it helped me a lot. It helped me shed a lot of weight. It works for me. And of course, I talk to people. I tell them about how wonderful it has worked for me. It may work for them, it might not work for them, but I'm not imposing my views on them in a radical way. I'm not telling them, oh, you're not going to do the keto diet, so you're not my friend. That's not a good thing. There's nothing wrong being a vegan. There's nothing wrong doing a paleo diet. There's nothing wrong in doing a ketogenic diet, as long as you are as long as you respect other people's lifestyles and other people's choices. I'm not saying that, of course, you should not stop a person who's on a, who's actually on a very unhealthy streak of eating junk food, or they're drinking too much soda. But there's a way to put things up. I was addicted to soda for a long time. Why? I was depressed. It was my comfort food. I ate a lot of carbohydrates. But then I realized that it's going to kill me in the next 10 years, and I have to get out of it. So because of that decision, nobody forced me, first of all, and I made the decision on my own. I'm now much healthier. But yeah, we must strive to be more tolerant of each other, to respect each other. If we respect other people's views, and we tactfully and respectfully put our points across, this radical behavior will slowly change into something more palatable, more beautiful. Well, this was my two cent on the entire experience I've had watching Father Francis videos. Anyways, I hope you like my views on it, my ramblings on it. What else I've been doing? Been smoking a lot of GLP's tobaccos, uh, but I still can't get my head across his blends. Those are very beautifully made blends, and I tried to do a review on a few of them, but I was not able to. I must smoke more of them to actually give you my impressions on those blends. Apart from there, just wanted to tell you guys that I'm also working on my website. I was trying a few platforms, e-commerce platforms, to see if I can do something about spreading, uh, awareness and knowledge in India about pipe smoking, and even helping out fellow pipers who or people who want to take up pipe smoking in India by actually having a small web store where they can actually procure things. Because when I started smoking pipes, there was nothing here. All my searches ended into, a $200 pipe, a $100 pipe. And frankly, being an Indian, I understand that not many Indians uh, would like to invest in expensive pipes in the initial, at least initially. So I've been thinking of actually creating a few kits for non-smokers, non-pipe smokers, and pipe smoking friends I have in India, for them to be able to procure a few items, if not much, on my blog website. So I've been working on the design. I've been testing out other things. I certainly don't want to register myself as a business because I don't plan to profit anything from it. But yeah, on on an awareness note, I might do something in the coming few months. I've been working on it, and I will share with you the progress in that regard. Uh, mm, this is really good tobacco. Smokes really good. It's really high end. See, there's no dottle. Perfect white ash. So before I go, just wanted to thank you all guys um, for the support you have given to me through your friendships, through the videos I've made, watching them, through giving me your by hitting the subscribe button. I'm really humbled and honored in being your friend, and I hope we remain good friends for a long time. And until then, till we meet in face to face in reality one day, uh, I just want to cheer everyone for the friendships you have given me. Thank you guys. I'll be back tomorrow with the review of St. James Flake, the bulk version. I was not able to get a 10 a few months ago. Till then, as Father Francis will say, light up your pipe, light up your world. See ya.